watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Across the 30-yard line. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Here we go.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. To throw is Nix. Right side is Hamler pulling it in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Captain, Joe.
Nix from the shotgun. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Calvin Austin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. You look at this Niner defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL. which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well down on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Captain, ready.
Nix to the air. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Captain, ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bombers. Oh, what's that? Olay, Captain. Joe. Bombers. Olay. Captain.
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Niners at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Nix looking to throw again. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Bombers. Olay. Captain. Oh.
Throwing Nix. And that will get the off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case.
And now off to the races down the right side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Hey, run! Hey, Jupiter!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brought down back at the 27.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Behind the line of
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
It's 4th down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Captain. Oh, I said.
Working out of the gun is Nix. This is Hamler on the receiving end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, they go empty there, and the idea is to just try and hit something quickly, but nothing really materialized, so he changes progression to his receiver on the drag route, but there wasn't much room to be had after the catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Nix to throw again. That's complete to DK. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Nix. Quick slant to Hamler. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. They're going right back to Hamler. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. KJ Hamler, a 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Niners 14, Panthers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Panthers first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10.
The score, Niners 14, Panthers 10.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 4.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Chill. Bombers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
And they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the air with Nix. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a signal and a timeout call, as he comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Chimere Dike in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Bombers, bomb, captain.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bombers. Captain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Chimere Dike, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has actually carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And the Panthers 1st down.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Son. 11, add it.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Hey,
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. To throw is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 3. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Captain. Almost set. Ready. Bombers. Olay.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He finds Austin complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Joe. Captain. Almost set. Ready. Olay.
Nix to the air. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Here's Nix once more. Completes it to Austin. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Ready. Motion. Moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Olay.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Jim Ray Deacon touchdown and 18th on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now he's free at the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take. And here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Panthers 26.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing Nix. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick And we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a two-point conversion first.
Hey, motion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Easy. Read it 44. Read it 44.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Panthers 34.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go. in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to DK. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll empty out the backfield. Coming up here with 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 6.
Ready? My name is... Wait for it. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain. Olay. Drill.
Working out of the gun is Nix. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try the middle with Galindo. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go